Thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
So you really started with your music and you built yourself a sort of fan base through that.
Yeah.
And then you've gone on to be like a jack of all trades. Like you do everything.
Yeah.
Acting, I want you to tell me everything.
So basically, I just believe that you can't be put into a box. I don't believe that you should waste a talent. So it's like when I started doing things and realized I was good at them, I just never kept quiet about it. And I never listened to people who wanted me to just stay in one career path. So I was doing music and I performed at the first Drake concert, the Take Care concert on the LG stage before Labyrinth opened.
There?
Yeah, so in the NEC in Birmingham, there was like an LG stage before Labyrinth went on to open for Drake. And that was like my first big performance. There was a big crowd. And then I got spotted by a model agent. And from that, I started modeling for Adidas and Xbox.
These are big names, these are sick.
And then like when I was with him, I told him like I can act. Because in school, I was kind of troubled. But when I was doing the acting, it was like I went from being a class clown to like everyone who the teachers would say, follow him kind of thing. So I knew I was good at that. But my model agent didn't really know anything about that kind of side, but he told me about some open auditions. So the first open audition he sent me to was for an extra role in something called Raised by Wolves. But I went in there and I actually did so well that they called me back and they said that they want me to audition for one of the main lads.
That's amazing.
Because apparently I'd done better than all the children that had went drama school because I had that raw energy that they was looking for rather than a drama schooling.
Kind of.
So then, I ended up landing my first audition.
How old were you then?
I don't know. I'm
young.
Probably 18, 19.
See, that's an incredible story.
Yeah.
And you went straight into film?
Yeah, and TV. So it was a TV series on Channel 4, wrote by Caitlin Moran. That was my first big thing. And at the same time, I was in uni doing teaching drama as a side thing. So I landed my degree and just after I filmed and then landed my degree like all around the same time. And then just handed my degree to my mom and said, that's for you, now I'm going to be an actor.
Oh, I love that.
So I started doing acting, so I've done doctors and like adverts and I was doing all that and I realized that the world was kind of changing. Things like I'm a Celebrity was out and Big Brother, and I realized that like reality stars was getting more attention and more respect than actual actors. And instead of moaning about it or like fading in the background, I thought I'm gonna build up my own brand. So I kind of studied like online and saw where I could kind of fit in, and I knew from writing songs I could write films and I could write sketches. So I started writing sketches and they ended up luckily going viral. I was getting like millions of views on Facebook, and then I was getting hundreds of thousands of views on Instagram, and then like Instagram just started to build up and I went from 3K as an actor who knew and knew to T1 official as an online comedian with 100,000 followers.
See, this is incredible because you've clearly seen an opening and you've taken it.
Yeah.
I've never been viral. I wouldn't even know how to. I'm like, I'll try this, and it's been done, boring, and like, Jess next, boring. So it's really like amazing to see someone that can spot that and know where the gap is missing and then utilise on it.
I've just always been very, very, very hungry, and it's like, I believe strongly that you should always do what you can do until you can do what you want to do. So it's like, I didn't particularly, when I was writing the sketches, I thought, I'll write the sketches, I'll act them out, I'll make it funny so people will see my acting. But then people were stopping me saying, there's a funny guy or there's a comedian. I was thinking, I'm not a comedian, I've never done stand-up, I'm an actor. But that was a bit frustrating. But on the other side, it did what I intended, because I built up my following, and then I ended up landing a Netflix film called The Intent 2, and met people like Sheridan who make big movies as well. So my following did help in the way I wanted it to. I just then had to do a kind of reverse and like seep in the music again, just so I can like get back to being that actor and musician rather than just seen as a comedian. So I was constantly going through changes and like feeding them, like this spoon feeding them whilst I was like climbing, just so they're not shocked or appalled by what I'm doing when I'm doing something.
Well, the great thing is, it's like not all actors can do comedy.
Yeah.
And so to have the option, say you could get a TV drama come up and it could be hilarious.
Yeah.
The writing might be hilarious, and you're going to know you can do it. You've practiced enough at it. You've got that. You've got that in you. So I think it all feeds in to being able to do something really great. And you know, so many singers, rappers, artists, they do acting as well. Like you 100%. See it all in movies constantly. 100%. Feeding in, doing different bits, then going on tour. And you know, a lot of people that are creative do have a broadening rather than just being boxed. And I can understand why it'd be frustrating. Like if you just box there and then you've got all this other potential but no one's seen it, but you've managed to make it so that everyone can see all of the stuff together.
I do try.
So you're doing really well with it. What else are you working on at the moment? Because I was going through your Instagram having a stalk, and you've produced your own film. Yeah. Tell me more.
Okay, so again, the whole do what you can do.
Yeah.
So I decided, now I've built up a following, I don't need to wait by the phone anymore. I can make my own films. So I wrote a few scripts, and then again, the spoon feeding, I started to raise awareness through my film. So I'd done a film on knife crime, it made the news, and then like that was at like 20K. When I reached like 40K, I done a film on drink driving, and I ended up landing an actual Think advert from it. So,
see, I saw this, and this was something I really wanted to bring up with you, because you talked about in the caption about the power of manifestation. Now, I'm with you all the way on that, and I think it's such an important thing. The way I see it is, a lot of people think you're talking nonsense, right? But if you're a child and you're trying to learn to walk, you only learn to walk by thinking that you can see other people doing it.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's no difference in, you see other people making movies, so why can't you do it if you copy their steps?
Exactly.
Right? And manifestation is the only way you're going to change your thought process and your pattern to create the life you want. No one else is going to do it for you. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm going to like this guy a lot because he's a bit of me with that. So that was really impressive. You made your own film that got picked up to be an advert, basically.
So you got to reap what you sow. So it's like everything happens in weird ways and probably not the way you actually plan it. So it's like, I'm thinking, all right, I made a film on knife crime, it made the news. I realized not only if I'm getting called an influencer now, I'm gonna use my platform to be influential, I'm gonna raise awareness, but as a byproduct of that, it was hitting the news because it's awareness. So then I thought, drink driving, I don't drink alcohol, and I'm strongly against drink driving and stuff like that. So I thought, let me do another entertaining film, but it's not in a pub, about someone in the pub drinking, it's about students that actually just have one drink and he's actually a good guy and he's training to be a doctor, but then someone commits suicide in front of him, but then it's called It's Your Fault Now, because everyone's like, don't worry, it's not your fault, we saw, but he's like, yeah, it is my fault because I had a drink, kind of thing. So I tried to do films that like have red herrings in them and like is not expected or not the stereotypical.
And it's outside the box, so it's not just a standard, if you drink, you're going to have a car crash, like you see all the time, and they're hard hitting, but you know that's probably going to be the outcome. But your one was, I think the one I really loved was Friends Don't Let Friends Drink Drive. Yeah. Right? And that was the message on the drink driving advert. And I just thought that was so creative, because it's flipped it around to be like, oh, actually, I shouldn't be letting my friend do that. Rather than, oh, my friend's died, and it be from that angle, 100%. Which would normally be. You've changed it around, but it was an even stronger message. Oh, and I thought it was fantastic. So you're smashing it.
Yeah. So then that led on to, I thought, all right, I'm going to do one more short.
Yeah.
And then I've wrote like 2 feature-length films that I'm working on getting out there. But I thought I'd do one more 30-minute short. And that was Just One Drop. And I wrote that and I got it out, and literally it just got bigger and bigger by itself. I don't know how. So I decided to reach out to a brand called Crep Protect to do some product placement within the film, because at this point, through my links and connects, I knew I could draw in big actors, so I knew the cast would be well. I knew it was going to get good views. So I used my power to do that, and then so it grew a bit there, because then I had Crep Protect backing. And then once the film was made, I done a speech somewhere, I can't remember the name, but I done a motivational speech, and then I met some people from Amazon Prime, and like they was kind of looking at it and filmed. So then it grew a bit bigger again. And then Nines, who's like a big rapper in the UK, he decided like he wanted my film to be previewed on his channel, and then it literally it aired, I think it's 3 weeks ago now, and then already it's on like 330k or something, and it got like 100k in a day.
And this is your baby.
Yeah.
This is your baby. Like it's so incredible, the manifestation you've built and built and built, and you just
crazy.
keep going.
And I put all my music in it as well. And as a byproduct of that, people are now messaging me, or it's in the comments like, "What's that song at 3 minutes? What's that?
That's mine.
That song?" Yeah, and I'm thinking, nah, it's mad. Like, so yeah, I might even make a soundtrack or something. So it's like all finally fitting together through something I created, rather than waiting by the phone or seeking a label or.
Exactly. It's so important, especially now in this day and age. We have got the ability, if you've got the right mindset, to be able to create your own stuff rather than waiting for your agent to call you and then regretting things 20 years down the line. It's so nice to see you actually just going for it and actually getting it done. And I think you're a big inspiration to a lot of people.
Oh, thank you.
And on that note, I'm now going to ask you 3 fire questions that do not get you a prize at the end, but you will look smart if you get them right.
I'm definitely not going to look smart.
You don't know yet. Power of attention. You might get them all. Okay, so I'm going to give you comedy.
Okay.
The first question is, which comedian first hosted the British stand-up comedy series Live at the Apollo? Was it A, Jack D, B, Russell Brand, or C, Stephen Fry?
Jack D.
Yeah, you got it right. See?
Okay.
Look at you. You're smashing it already. Okay. Next one. Who was the first male character to get married in The Big Bang Theory? Was it A, Howard, B, Sheldon, or C, Leonard?
Sheldon.
No, it was Howard. But one, you can still get this. You can bring it back. Okay. Well, that one's rubbish. Okay. Oh, I don't know who that is. Here you go. What is Vicky Pollard's catchphrase? A, excuse you. B, yeah but no but. Or C, what you on about?
Yeah but no but.
That's it. You got it all right. Okay, you win. You didn't get full house, but you win. And again, my producers haven't given me a present for you.
I know you was mad kind.
Yeah, there's something I didn't know, and I was like, I can't
picked some easy
ask
questions for me. I appreciate it.
You smashed it. But honestly, thank you so much for coming in. Like, you're an inspiration to so many people, and I've really enjoyed chatting to you and getting to know you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.